Now this is again set 1 CBSE 2024 paper MCQ. It's question number 13. You can either answer this one or this one. It is again related to the theory. If you go through my quick revision, you will find this as a key learning note. Whenever you receive money in advance from the shareholders, if you receive money in advance from the shareholders, it is called calls in advance. Any income received in advance is a liability and it should always be credited. So calls in advance is always credited. And if you talk about calls in arrears, that means it is a loss. You've not received the money. It will always be debited. These are two rules that you should remember. Calls in advance credit, calls in arrears debit. So money received in advance from the shareholders before it is actually called up, before I actually ask for it, is called in advance. So it is called up by the director. What is it done? These are they've asked us whether it is debited or credited. So I know it is credited. Credited to which account? It will be credited to calls in advance account. Please note, you cannot credit it to capital account because you create capital only when you call for it, not before that. Next video, next question. It's an optional question. Any of the two you can answer, and it's direct theory. That means it's 3 marks for you. Offer of securities or an invitation to subscribe for securities. An invitation to subscribe for securities is called private placement of shares. You need to learn this. Even if you don't remember it, just go through my last minute notes. All these points are always mentioned over there. So, an invitation to subscribe for securities, and this invitation is given to a group of persons only. So, it is called private placement. Invitation is to a group of person, private placement of shares.